Introduction to jigs and fixtures. Introduction. The successful running of any mass production depends upon the interchangeability to facilitate easy assembly and reduction of unit cost. Mass production means continuously producing items, the same items over and over. Unit cost means the cost of each item. Mass production methods demand a fast and easy method of positioning work for accurate operation on it. Jigs and fixtures are production tools used to accurately manufacture duplicate and interchangeable parts. Jigs and fixtures are specially designed so that large numbers of components can be machined or assembled identically and to ensure interchangeability of components. We have referring the tools to the work. Right? Referencing the tools to the work. So this is a jig, a drill bit, and this is a fixture. The set block. You have the set block and the reference edges for the feeler gauge. The feeler gauge is really like a blade. Very thin, looks somewhat like a knife blade. It is a specific measurement and you push it between a spacing to estimate the spacing that you have there. Jigs. It is a work holding device that holds, supports and locates the workpiece and guides the cutting tool for a specific operation. Jigs are usually fitted with hardened steel bushings for guiding or other cutting tools. A jig is a type of tool used to control the location and or the motion of another tool. It controls the location and the motion or motion of another tool. A jig's primary purpose is to provide repeatability, accuracy, and interchangeability in the manufacture of products. A device that does both function, that means holding the work and guiding the tool, is called a jig. So you see, you can move the drill bit up or down, and in some cases sideways as well. So what you have is a positioning of the drill bit. It is called a jig. This is a drill bushing. It's around the drill bit to keep the drill bit only at certain depth. The bushing is a part that surrounds another part. It's like a ring. Alright. An example of a jig is when a key is duplicated. The original is used as a jig, so the new key have the same path as the old one. So you give in your key to be copied. That key that you give, you want an exact copy of it. It guides where the blade of the cutting tool should go. You have the boring jig, machine spindle, the bushings, the boring bar. You have the workpiece and the tool body. The boring jig. The boring jig would move the bar a certain distance, left to right, then right to left to remove it. Fixtures. It is a work holding device that holds, supports, and locates the workpiece for a specific operation but does not guide the cutting tool. So it is fixed It's a fixture. It does not move or guide the cutting tool. You just hold it in place. It provides only a reference surface or a device. What makes a fixture unique is that each one is built to fit a particular part or shape. The main purpose of a fixture is to locate and in some cases hold a workpiece during either a machining operation or some other industrial process. A jig differs from a fixture in that it guides the tool, that's the jig guides the tool to its correct position in addition to locating and supporting the workpiece. Example of fixture, guide vices and chucks. Once you clamp the workpiece in the vise, it won't move again, right? A vice jaw fixture. So you have the vice jaw, you have the part to be placed in the vise, and the vise body. The vise is made to be located at one place and not to be moved around. How do jigs and fixtures differ? The jig, it is a work holding device that holds, supports and locates the workpiece and guides the cutting tool for a specific operation. The fixture, it is a work holding device that holds, supports and locates the workpiece for a specific operation but does not guide the cutting tool. Jigs are not clamped to the drill press table unless large diameters are to be drilled and there is necessity to move the jig to bring each bush directly under the drill. The fixture should be securely clamped to the table of the machine upon which the work is done. No guidance, no movement. The jigs are special tools, particularly in drilling, reaming, tapping and boring operations. The fixture are tools, specific tools used particularly in milling machines, shapers and slotting machines. The jig guide blocks are not necessary, right? Because the jig does its own guiding. Fixture guide blocks may be provided for effective handling. The jig, it is lighter in construction. The fixture, it is heavier in construction, as expected, because if you're going to move the thing, it must be light enough for you to move. If you want it stationary, you make it heavy, make it stay in place. Advantages of jigs and fixtures. Productivity. Jigs and fixtures increase the productivity by eliminating the individual making or marking, positioning, and the frequent checking. The operation time is also reduced due to increase in speed, feed, and depth of cut because of high clamping rigidity. Interchangeability and quality. Jigs and fixtures facilitate the production of articles in large quantities with high degree of accuracy, uniform quantity, and interchangeability at a competitive cost. So, accuracy means as exact as you can get it to the measurement that you want. It won't be too small or too large. You want it close. Uniform quality means the quality is the same for each item produced. And interchangeability means you can remove one part and put in another part. Skill reduction. There is no need for skillful setting of work on tool It's another advantage of jigs and fixtures. Jigs and fixtures make possible to employ unskilled and semi-skilled machine operator to make savings in labor cost. Cost reduction, higher production, reduction in scrap, easy assembly, and savings in labor cost results in ultimate reduction in unit cost. So, reduction in scrap, you don't have as much wastage of material lying around to be swept up and thrown away. Easy assembly, high production, in the high rate of production. You're producing more per hour, per day. Reduction in unit cost means each item that you produce, the expense of producing each is reduced. Fundamental principles of jigs and fixture design. We will look at this in a separate video.